Ronell Nolan, President, CEO, Health Agents for America, coming to you live this Monday. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day, regardless if you have a significant other or not. Faith was so excited to get her puppy Valentine gifts, so it doesn't really matter. Today is the day just to show some love to someone else, maybe just a stranger, but that's okay. I'm sure many of you watched the Super Bowl last night. Of course, I was pulling for the Bengals, Joe Burrow fan, and it was a great game. So regardless who you were pulling for, it was a great game. And when it's all over, it kind of made me think about politics. You know, a lot of people think that insurance agents are either Republican or Democrat or one side or the other side. And in order to be successful, you have to play on both sides. And that was so telling in the Super Bowl, especially if you're an LSU fan, because we had LSU players on the Rams team and we had LSU players on the Bengals team. So regardless if you were an LSU Tiger, which if you're born here, you just are, it was a win-win. So you always have to look for your friends, regardless what team they may be on, because they always are your friends. So that's why I never really pay attention to whether someone is Democrat or Republican. I normally don't even ask. I have never really cared. It was whether they could align with what we had going on and what our vision and mission was. I'm excited about this week. It's our Hoffa executive planning session. We didn't have one last year because of COVID, but we are having one this week. We have our executive team flying in and we'll be meeting on Thursday and Friday. Just doing a deep dive into, you know, how do we become more successful? Where are where are the holes in our organization? How can we be better? So as I'm doing the planning in the next couple of days and making my agenda and finalizing the agenda, if there's something that you think that we should add, you know, please send me an email. This is your organization. We created it November 2012 to make sure that you had a voice, that you always had a voice, that you had someone that would stand up for you, and that you didn't need to go to the mat, and you didn't need to go and fight, that you could, you know, send me an email and say, Ronell, I really wish you would reach out to CMS or CMS. Yeah, CMS. I was thinking media, CMS, or, you know, I need you to reach out to the Hill, or I need you to reach out to state government, or I need you to reach out to our Department of Insurance. So just know that, you know, we're here. We're here to listen, and we're here to make sure, again, that your voice is heard. One thing that I continue to talk about is that we need to be bigger. We need to grow. And I'm looking for suggestions. You know, tell me how you think we could grow. Tell me some ideas that would encourage folks to share the message. You know, Hoffa was created on the premise that, you know, dues were going to be low. They were not going to cost that much. Therefore, our income is very low. I didn't decide to be your president CEO because I was going to be rich. Absolutely not. We don't have the money for me to be rich. We do not have the money for us to have a huge marketing budget. So it's kind of a word of mouth kind of situation where, you know, we've got to share word of mouth, but I'm looking for ways that we can grow. We never want to be as big as the other, you know, gorillas that are out there in the industry, because we want to stay boutique and we want to stay focused, and I want to be able to know who my members are. I don't want to get so big that that I don't know who you are. Now, I might meet you and not recognize your face because maybe I've not seen your face, but as soon as you tell me your name, I'm going to know your name and I'm going to know where you're from, and I'm going to almost possibly, probably know what industry you're in. What is your focus? And that brings me to a very important point. Please take a look at the Hoffa website. Number one, make sure that you're listed in every state that you sell business. Number two, make sure that we list your lines of business, because we encourage folks to go to the Hoffa website to look under the state or the city that they're looking for help and to find you. So it's a benefit of you being a Hoffa member. The other thing is we have the Hoffa Resource Library that is password protected for our members. If you need that password, just send me an email. I'm happy to respond and let you know. But that's where you're going to find all the great information, the marketing material, things about commission transparency, everything that you need to know. Again, you know our commission transparency tool is live with Dicerus Law. It's on the first page of the Hoffa website. Click on the link to purchase the $75 a year unlimited usage for your group clients. If you need the Hoffa promo code, please email me so I can give you your Hoffa promo code. And remember, please email me direct at ronell@hafamerica.org. You know, I'm a staff of one, so it's sometimes hard and that I don't get to the Hoffa website, the Hoffa email as quickly as I do Ronell@Hoffa America. So send it directly to me to make sure that I get it. I do respond to the other, but I might not be as quick. So very important. And the last thing I want to talk about, next to last thing I want to talk about, is the Hoffa Summit. That's going to be something that we're going to decide at the agent executive planning session this week, where we're going to go. We're trying to pick a place where it will not be so restrictive in COVID issues that it's hard to get in places. I know I had mentioned DC because I wanted to bring y'all on the hill and really show you the experience that I have, but it was really a tough experience this last week when I was up there and having to show my vaccination card and license just to get a cup of coffee. So I don't want to put you guys in that predicament. I want to make sure that we go somewhere where, you know, where it's a little easier to move around and to operate. And the last thing I want to talk about is our fight. We've always fought from the beginning to make sure we were paid a fair wage, that when we worked, we got paid. And we've never said, look, give us X amount of dollars. We've never said that. We've said, just pay us. In many instances, you have insurance companies such as Molina and Oscar right now that have said after April 1st, we're not going to pay you. That's wrong. You know, we're working for you. And in their email, it says it's the reason is to provide better service. We provide the service. And, you know, when things happen like that, it quite makes me question, like, you know, who really cares about the agent community? You know, United Healthcare has done it several times. They've stopped paying after we did open enrollment, or in several states, they've decided they didn't want to pay. And then they'll always say, not all of them, they'll all, not just one, will say, well, we're going to think about paying you next year. Well, how about we think about working next year? We can't afford to do that. We're an industry. We're an industry of warriors who fight for our clients. You know, people can say all day long, and not everybody gets what we do. We represent the client. We do not represent an insurance company. We get paid by insurance companies through premiums that are included in the premium. We are paid by insurance companies, but we do not work for insurance companies. Not my members, you're an independent agent. If you're not an independent agent, you're not a Hoffa member. We represent independent agents that represent the client, not the insurance company. So the fight is strong. So whether you sell Oscar or Molina or not, you still need to help us. You need to help us get the word out. We did have a suggestion on Friday to tweak our flyer that went out on Friday about Oscar and Molina to make sure folks understood what that client is going to lose by losing us. So it's not all about just the money, and it's really not. It is about, you know, us being able to do our job and for the American public to get service the way that they deserve to receive service. So, happy Valentine's Day. Go Bengals or go Rams, whatever you decided. I was yelling at the TV like I always do during football, but it was a great game. It was a great game. Remember that we're in the fight of our lives. It's important for you to get involved. Don't stick your head in the sand. Don't stand aside. Get loud. Get proud. Rynell Nolan, proud and honored to represent the Hoffa Freedom Fighters, the cream of the crop, the best, the ninja warriors. Until next Monday.